Okay, so we talked about rating. Let's take a look at some of the fiscal stresses. What are some of the fiscal stresses? Decline in revenues relative to expenditures. We know that. Declining property value, declining economic activity, capital plan going downhill, increasing unfunded obligations, and inadequate capital expenditures. You know these questions? As you look at these questions, think about whether the CAFR answers these questions. And some of them it does, but some of them it doesn't. And the reason why I tell you this is, many years ago, Governmental Accounting Standards Board suggested, remember those service things, the economic condition definition, it says ability to continually provide services. In the CAFR, do you see any service information? No. So somebody said, wait a minute, this CAFR is half complete. You're only talking about money being spent. What is being accomplished? So GASB started this project called Service Efforts and Accomplishment, where they wanted to build into the CAFR information on outputs and outcomes, inputs, all of that, so people can see what they're getting in return. Well, when they did that, there was such an uproar from all the municipalities, the CFOs. In fact, they got so mad at the GASB that they all passed resolutions and sent letters to Congress saying, get rid of GASB. I'm not kidding you. The GFOA, Government Finance Officers Association, which is the largest organization in the country, said it's time for GASB to disappear. Why? Because GASB was pushing to include non-financial data which measured the effectiveness of governments. Do you see the problem? That's why we need some young, intelligent people in government to straighten things out, because this is what we're faced with. Now, fortunately, at the federal level, not at the state level, there is, if you go back all the way to Chapter 1, there's something called Performance Accountability Report, which measures some of this. So at the federal level, you see it. But at the state and local level, nothing. Why? Because we are unique. We do things the way we do, which nobody else does. Okay? But I wanted to mention that to you because it's this resistance on the part of governments to measure things that are non-financial.